Hi guys, I am VP. Today we are going for a trek in the Sathuragiri Hills near Stevliputtur in the Virudhunagar District of Tamil Nadu, India. Okay, let's get started.
The Sathuragiri Hill is located in the Western Ghats with the elevation of around 3280 feet. We should walk around 7 kilometers to reach the top. Totally it is a 14-kilometer trekking experience. If you are coming by bus, then direct bus is available from Stevliputtur to Thaniparai, which is the downhill. After reaching, I had my breakfast at the Annadana Asrama. The food is really good. If you are coming by your car or two-wheeler, there is a parking facility you can use it and they are charging around 50 rupees. I gave the location in the description, please check it out. For the entry, they are charging 10 rupees per head and that's how I started my trekking. Now, from the base, I am walking towards the Mangai stream which is around 1 kilometer away from the base point.
We started our trekking and by bypassing a first small river like format, we are just walking in the flat surface and there is no difficulty at all. Okay.
The local people said if we are fit, then to reach the top, it only takes 2.5 hours of trekking. Let's see how much time I take. And if you are planning to come here, then for a month, around 7 to 8 days only, they are allowing the people for trekking. That is at Amavasai and Paurnami day, and one day before and one day after Amavasai and Paurnami. If you are confused, then I will give the parking manager contact in the description down below. You can contact him whether they are allowing for trek or not. Now, after 10 minutes, we have reached the Vinayak temple with the river view. The climate today is so good and at the top there are two Shiva temples. They are Sundara Mahalingam and the Sandana Mahalingam temple.
Now we are easily climbing the hill because there is only staircase and a concrete floor and we can see the monkeys.
And now we have reached the Mangai stream.
Now I am going to remove my shoe because the water level is too high and I am having just my volleyball shoe. Okay.
For our support, there is a rope. By holding it, we can cross the river easily.
Just like that. Actually, I wear my shoe because I wounded myself while playing volleyball. But now my shoe won't help me because it is not a waterproof and I cannot walk with my shoe inside the water. Okay.
Now we are walking towards the Valkuparai.
Actually, the elderly people who are walking with me advised me to take a deep breath while walking because in this Sathuragiri hill there are more herbal plants which will help us pure our lungs if we breathe this air for a long time. Okay.
And that's how we reached the Valkuparai. We should be very careful while climbing the rock because it is so slippery. Now from the Valkuparai, we are going towards the Sangaliparai.
Okay. After climbing that rock, now the steps begins. Okay. After doing little bit refreshment, I started my walking again.
For now, we walked on the concrete floor. From now, the rock path begins. It is little bit tough while climbing on the stone path. And after a while, we reached the Sangaliparai.
For second time, I am going to remove my shoe
After reaching the Sangalipare, now we are going to walk towards Koravar cave. The Sangalipare is bit inclined. In the rock itself, they carved out and made a steps-like format. We are almost at the middle of our trekking and it is the mountain view.
For the fourth time, I'm removing and putting my shoes. Now I am eagerly waiting for walk in a plain surface.
For the trekking, we don't want to carry much water because they made a pipeline and drinking water tanks. We can use that. Look at my face, how much I am sweating, and it is bit hard to climb up, and it is my first time in Sathuragiri Hills. Now we are seeing the footprint of a cow. The people used to believe that it is the cow which provide milk to the Shivan.
And still we are climbing the rock only. After some time, we can reach the flat surface so that we can walk easily. Yeah.
To explore the Koragar cave, we need to turn left from the main trail shortly after passing the footprint of the cow we have seen.
And now, for the fifth time, I removed my shoes to cross this river. And there is actually two caves over here, and we are going to see that.
It is believed that the lingam inside the cave was installed by the Koragar himself. After exploring the cave, now we are going to the two lingam statues. Now we are seeing the porter who is carrying the commercial cylinder to top of the mountain to provide the annadanam to other people. And that's how we reached the two lingam statue. And now we are walking towards the Sathuragiri Hill endpoint.
Actually, now we are going into the deep forest, and the local people say that from here the view is fantastic. So that I am going inside to see the nearby village called Kumapatti, and from here we can also see the full view of the dam. So that now I am going there. Around me 360 degrees there is hills only, and the hill name is Sathuragiri, and in Tamil it is called four hills. Okay, surrounding me 360 degree the hills only is there, and inside the hills a zigzag way we are walking towards the upside of the hill. And now we are almost reached the halfway point. Before we have seen the two lingam statues, that is the mark we can say halfway near to reach the mountain. Okay,
now you are going to see my trekking friend who used to come to Sathuragiri Hills since 2015, and he plucked a root from a plant and he dipped into the water, and the root smells like a perfect deodorant. And he joins with me for the trekking and tell many interesting things about the Sathuragiri Hills. Now we are going to see the novel Uttu, in which the root of the tree will eject the water and we can drink it, and the water has many health benefits. And now we are seeing the joining path from the Theni Varsanadu, and now I am standing at the two paths merging point. Now we are at the Pacharasi Padai, one of the toughest path to climb. And now we are seeing the Nandi statue, which is made naturally by the root of a tree. I resumed my walk towards the top. And we reached the Pasukadai. In the Sathuragiri Hills, you can also see the solar lights and poles, which is brought by the porters by carrying them from the bottom to top. We reached the Karpasamy temple. Now we almost completed our 90% of our uphill trekking. And we can also see a well in the top of a hill. And I made many friends, and they are really lovely people. Now we are seeing the shops before reaching the temple. At the top also there are few Annadana ashramas. For that also fruits, vegetables and rice are carried by the porters from the downhill to the uphill. And that's how I reached the top of the hill. Here are some photos of me and my trekking friends. After getting the blessings from the Shiva, I had my lunch at the ashrama. The food is really so tasty.
The time is around 1:20 p.m. and I have walked around 17,500 steps, and almost it takes 3 hours for me to climb the Sathuragiri Hills.
And that is the view at top. After getting the blessings from Sundara Mahalingam, now we are at the highest point of the hill at Sandana Mahalingam temple. Actually, there is a place called Tavasiparai at the extreme top, but now they are not allowing the peoples to visit there due to some wild animals spotted at that place. After taking some rest at the top, I started my way back down. And right now I feel that the toughest job in the world is to work as a porter.
The time is around 3:45 and still 300 meters to go. And the time is around 4 o'clock and I have come down. Actually it is 14 kilometers up and down, and to climb up it takes me around 4 hours, and to come down it takes me around 2.5 hours, and the experience was so good. I hope you also come and enjoy it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.